Hello, 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 everybody. Happy Friday, guys. Happy Friday. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We are definitely back. We are definitely back. Hope you all have had an awesome day today and hope you all had some much needed rest on the little break that we took on yesterday. Because sometimes, guys, a break is needed. A break is definitely needed. So now, guys, get ready. We're going back to Chicago. We're going back to Chicago. Come on in, grab a seat. Hit that like button. Hit the like button. And don't forget to love on those emojis to the right. Sit down and get ready. Because we're back in the streets, back on the sidewalk, back to that moment where that mother and her baby boy were jumped in broad daylight. That's where we're going. We have some things to talk about. We're also going to speak on it for every mother who is ignored while reporting to the school, and for every child who was failed to be protected, and the community that was failed by the system. So as you all come into this space tonight, just know that we're ready. Happy Friday. And as always, it's purpose over popularity here. We're going to talk about it.
We stand tall, we rise as one. No lapels, the work ain't done. No. Motor leading from the heart, never run. Truth and care in everything we become. It's more than a vibe, it's a home, it's a call. Over here we catch each other when we fall. This is family. Team full of truth and a chat full of cheer. Moki in the seat, steady steering the ship. Every topic got depth, every comment got grip. We don't tear folks down, we just build them up. If you're moving off love, then you one of us. Know the pride in the room and the vibe so loud. Every bell in the check gon' rep that crowd. Stand tall, we rise as one. Know the bells, the work ain't done. Won't you lead 'em from the heart, never run. Truth and care in everything we become. It's more than a vibe, it's a home, it's a call. Over here we catch each other when we fall. This is family. This is family. This is family. And we stand tall. Down in the NOLA where the soul don't break. Mocha built the lane where the real ones stay. Ain't no faking the funk, ain't no playing for clout. You bring that mess, we gon' sort that out. But this ain't about drama, it's about love. It's about healing, it's about trust. Every child, every voice, every name in the breeze. We gon' stand for the ones no one else gon' see. So we rise tall, we rise as one. Oh, no, no bellows, the work ain't done. Won't you lead it from the heart, never run. Truth and care in everything we become. It's more than a vibe, it's a home, it's a call. Over here we catch each other when we fall. This is family. This is family. This is family. And we stand tall. One mic, one tribe, one mission in mind. We protect what's right and we hold that line. It's the chat where the truth and the love collide. Where the voices don't hide and the pain gets light. We see you, we feel you, we fight for the cause. Every kid, every tear, we break down walls. When you hear that bell, that's the call to act. We family now, and that's just facts. We stand tall, we rise as one. No, the bells, the work ain't done.
right, guys. All right, all right, all right. We're here. We're back. We're back. And again, happy Friday, guys. If you have not hit that like button, please do so for your girl. Make sure you're interacting with those emojis to the right. And let's keep us doing what we do. Before I get started into this good old commentary, we're going to do what we do. Today's no different from any other. We're going to welcome all our people here. Look at my girl, Rashina, in here. Hey, beautiful. Welcome, sis. I just saw your email like a few seconds ago. I got you. I'm going to reach out, mama. Love you so much. My beautiful sister Deidre is in here. Happy Friday, my love. Dr. J, thank you for everything, sister. Love you so much. Happy Friday. Hey, Mary, welcome, my love. Happy Friday to you, Becca. I see you, baby. Happy Friday, boo. April Webster, welcome, my love. Yes, yes, welcome. She's praying everyone is blessed as we enter the holiday season. Thank you, my love. Rosalind, welcome, baby. Happy Friday. Look at my girl Sassy is up in here. Welcome, boo. Happy Friday to you. Look at my girl Anika is up in here. Hey, boo. Happy Friday to you. Anika, if you're available, we would love to have you, boo. I just hadn't heard anything more from you. Hey, my girl Ann. Happy Friday, my love. Welcome, welcome. Love selfishly. I see you, boo. I see you. Happy Friday, my love. My beautiful sister, Sean B. Welcome, sis. Welcome. Miss T, I see you, boo. I see you. Happy Friday, my sister. Look at my niece up in here. Hey, Rochelle. Hope you guys are well. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. Essie, I see you, my love. Happy Friday to you. Happy Friday. Pamela Johnson, happy Friday, my love. It is a beautiful day. And we were all blessed because we were able to see it. Cool girl, sister, I see you, my love. Happy Friday to you. Pretty Wings, I see you, boo. Happy Friday. Hey, L'Oreal, welcome, my love. Welcome, welcome, welcome. She said, thank goodness you live. It's been some wild stories being told on the family. They was blaming the lady, blaming the daddy. And when I spoke out saying he was working when that incident happened, L'Oreal, the stories, girl, the stories that are being told. Sunshine, welcome, sis. Happy Friday, my love. This is a mess. Hey, Shanae, welcome, welcome, boo. Hey, Mariah, welcome, love. Happy Friday. Happy Friday, guys. My beautiful sister Rock is in here. Happy Friday, boo. Happy Friday. Let me tell you, we're going to get off into some things. It's so much to talk about with this situation. So much. So much. These kids, they were wrong. There's no way to clean this up. These kids were wrong. And whatever punishment comes their way. My beautiful sister then came back. I see you, mama. I don't know if you heard, but I did receive your email. I saw it just before I came live. I got you after this. Whatever punishment comes these children's way, let Mocha say it first. They deserve it. Thank you so very much for that super chat, Ron. These children, This is a mess. And I just can't put my mind around hearing people say kids were being kids. No. Samantha, my love, welcome, sis. Happy Friday to you. I will never wrap my mind around hearing people say kids were being kids. No, this is no such thing, and it's so far from the truth. This was no damn misunderstanding. And what these children done was not random. It was pure violence. And every parent that's listening tonight, one thing we cannot forget. One thing we cannot forget. And the truth is that mama had been reporting. That mama had been reporting 2 years of bullying. So there were 2 years of warnings, 2 years of telling the school something is terribly wrong. And they didn't believe her. They didn't protect her, and they did not protect her child. It took this mother being on the ground, screaming, her son hollering. It took that video to go viral. And actually, it's sad to say, but that's how the system works. They don't move until blood hits the concrete. Wendy, welcome, my love. Thank you, Sassy. Copyright disclaimer. Under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, scholarship, and research purposes. Now, after this viral video, let's talk about what happened. All of this went down. But I could do my commentary. Anika, do you want to come up now? Because if you do, I could. Colette, welcome, my love. Black Beauty, happy Friday, baby. Anika is in the chat. Anika is the neighbor to this lady, the one that got jumped. And I don't know if she's prepared tonight to come on live, but Anika, girl. Yeah, girl, I see you typing. So if you want to come up, I could drop the link for you. And all you have to do is let me know that you want to come up, and tell me what you know, and we could go from there. And it's really good when somebody from there knows this story firsthand. We could only go on what we see on social media. We could only go on what we know that social media is being reported. But Anika knows. I got you, sis. I got you. So Anika's going to come up here, guys. And Anika's going to share what she knows about this situation. And we're going to get into it. We're going to get into it. And I thank her so much for offering this information, because there's a lot of things that we on the outside looking in are trying to put together when she knows it firsthand. She knows it firsthand. These parents needs to do a better job at raising these children. It's so unfortunate that these children are going through the things that they're going through at such an early age. Mary Kay says one of them children of the Corin mom is in jail right now. Yeah, on an unrelated charge. Sunshine says, I feel so bad for her and her kids. Anika said, we can't put this on the school because we live in public housing. And you have to go to the public housing and report the issue as well. These children, not all of them, I remember you telling me they broke into your truck and your son's truck. Ann is talking about the little Antoinette. Welcome, my love. Happy Friday. Happy Friday, boo. Ann said that little girl was fake crying. Crocodile, no tears, irked my nerves. With us smirking in between, that was a wasted apology. She was forced to do that. She had a lot of nerves. She had a lot of nerves because she got on there with that fake apology like she was better than the rest of those children. My girl Rashina said they all need to be charged. Parents and children of the corn, that part. That part. Samantha said he went to one of the mom's house and was ready to, oh yeah, most definitely. But we're going to get into it. And you know, the thing is, this mama had to relocate. We're going to wait until Anika can come up. And we're just going to move forward until she's ready. After that video, that family ended up being relocated. She had to move in order to stay safe. You know, and to me, all of that shit sounds good on paper. No doubt, no doubt, no doubt. It sounds good on paper. But the reality of it all, family relocation is not a win, right? Relocation is the last resort. Being relocated means either the environment wasn't safe, retaliation was possible, everybody's mad, so the tension was real, or the system felt that they could no longer protect her where she was. Do you know how unsafe a situation? Just a second, guys. Nika, you want to leave your camera on or you want to turn it off? That's up to you. And you're muted. I don't hear you, boo. Unmute yourself. All right, that's good enough. You're there, baby. Welcome, welcome, boo.
Oh, thank you.
Hey, Hazel Red. Guys, this is the neighbor. This is the neighbor that chose to join us on the panel and telling us what she know. Welcome, boo.
Thank you.
All right, go ahead. So what is it that you have witnessed, about what's the, the ins and out of the parent and the situation with these kids?
Okay, I'm going to speak on the situation with the kids. The situation with the young lady, that was terrible. That was just awful. So I will say this, that management here, we live in public housing. Chicago Housing Authority has a
Uh-huh.
management company, and the management company was not aware that these children had been bothering this lady for 2 years. When everyone was at the school, because I went to the school myself,
Uh-huh.
the management office had no knowledge of this. Someone took the video over and showed it to the management office. But
Uh-huh.
I'm going to skip over to the children. The children are just horrible, are horrible. A few of them um, have parents that's not approachable. Whenever you
I
tell
could
them
tell.
something about their children, they'll fight you about their kids. I don't care what their children do, they will turn up, as you know, the young folks say, they'll turn up about their children. And that's wrong. Instead of using corrective behavior, no discipline, they'll get out here with their kids if somebody accusing them of doing, anything, because they've done a lot. They broke in my car. They
Wow.
broke in my son's truck. They bust out windows. They continue to do things, and it's just escalated.
Wow.
One of the parents with the horrible little boys, she did come out to speak to me one very day, because it was like the second incident. This lady beat her kids. She did. She said, I don't know what to do. I'm trying to send them somewhere. I'm fed up with this. I'm just sick of them. So, yeah,
Right.
she did discipline them. I see that they drug her name through the mud about her not having a place to stay. She's squatting and this and that. She did admit that her children are horrible. And I told her, I understand. I'm a mother. I'm a mother of 10, and I have 8 sons. And I have one who I worked downtown in the bank. He made videos. He was just bad too. He was a horrible little boy. So I do understand. But she tried all that she could do with them. That's what I can say. I don't know her situation as to who unit it was she was living in, but I know she did come out about her kids when they broke in my car. Yes, she did. And she
Uh-huh.
disciplined them, but those boys are terrible. She did what she could as a mother. Now, I don't know if she's a single parent, but she did admit that they are terrible. Yes, she
Yeah.
did say that. But as far as the situation go with the young lady, when she moved away from them, because she did stay in a building with them, and I saw on social media that she accused them of setting the apartment on fire, that I can't agree with it, because why would they set an apartment on fire that displaced them as well? That doesn't make any sense.
Right.
So that's just not true. And I just want to say to her, my heart goes out to her, because the worst feeling in the world is not to be able to defend your kids. If you can't protect your kids as a mother, that's heartbreaking. I
That's
do
right.
understand that. But we do have to be fair with the situation. We do. They did what they did, and they need to get just whatever it is they deserve. Whatever punishment, whatever anybody's going to do to them, they deserve it. I wouldn't say they angels and this and that, but we also have to be truthful about things. We don't need to exaggerate, because she lived behind me. I didn't
Uh-huh.
see anybody busting out any windows. We don't have to, exaggerate the situation. She's getting the help that she's need. They relocated her the same day. I don't know what more could be done, and I'm sure she's getting counseling for her children, but I don't think that it's necessary to continue on social media dragging this situation any more than what it has been. These kids did enough. When I tell you they did enough, they did enough. That's why enough. That's why I had to put my daughter out, because one of the children in the video, one of the little girls in the video, her brother broke into my son's truck and took all of his personal things and his wife work badge, and they after that they turned right around and broke in my truck and took
Wow.
everything I had. I had no ID, no anything, thanks to them. But my daughter, I went to the mother to try to talk to the mother, but the mother is like, I'm gonna always be on my kid's side. I don't care how this went. You know, he
Wow.
say he didn't do it. He didn't do it. So that led to words being exchanged with my daughter and the lady. The lady spit in my daughter's face. and my
Oh,
daughter bust her head, and I took her off the lease. She has no place to stay because I don't like any violent situations. I just cannot accept that, whatever punishment. I filed a police report, and like I said, on that particular time, the mother of those boys did come to me. She did discipline her children. I don't know why they so hard headed and why they continue to do the things that they did. But what I will say is, if it was my kid, you're not coming back out my doors to terrorize my neighbor. Even if I am squatting, you're not gonna just put the neighborhood in fear because y'all tying the place up. We just not living like that. You just can't come
right.
out. You don't know how to behave yourself. That
And
was the one
how
thing.
long have you lived, near this lady, the lady that got attacked?
She's been here across from me months. She's
O-
been here months since the
Okay, so,
fire, since she was displaced from the fire. But what, like I said, what I can say is this: management is not playing. So if you went to them, they would have handled the situation in according. Like, even when the situation escalated between the lady spitting on my daughter, management witnessed this. They gave me a lease violation.
wow, wow,
But the only thing I'm saying is that you've been relocated. There is no need to continue to, you know, I know it's upsetting and it's frustrating. And no, it's not me. So I'm not in her shoes, but God knows that I will be more than grateful for anything that anybody has given me, and I could not find it in my heart to ask one soul to cash out me or Zelle me, not one penny. Anything anybody's giving me is from the heart. So therefore, I just couldn't go across social media. My attention and my time would be focused on my kids, loving
right,
my kids and telling my kids that, we out of that environment. I will be nurturing them, letting them know that this is not acceptable behavior of children.
right. And children are a product of their environment. I don't give a
That
damn what
you better
nobody
say
says,
it. You
right?
better say it, because you
So
got
my
some of
thing
those
is,
parents
these
that
parents are out here. These parents are out here on social media defending these wrong actions of these children. And to me, that's insane.
but
That's insane.
that's
It's like your level of maturity is still right there on those children. And they want to know if you're speaking about the kids that attacked or the lady that was attacked. So I think
yes,
you're speaking on those children in
the
the
children
neighborhood,
that
right?
attacked her.
Yeah. She's talking about the children that attacked this lady.
Yes,
So
the
these
parents.
children have been terrorizing that area for quite some time now.
That's true. That
And
is
the
so true.
parents and the parents, instead of correcting their children, they rather defend their actions.
That now that's true. It's just like I said, the lady that has she has a lot of children. She has sons. That lady, I don't know how she live her lifestyle. I have not looked at everything on social media because I know that their private lifestyles have been exposed. But what I will say, I don't know if she smoke, drink, whatever she has going on. That lady she beat her sons. She did. That's what I can say. And she said she was tired of them. And I guess other people don't want to take on your problems. So you just have to find a way to deal with your children. They're yours. But what I can say is, I just wouldn't let them out to terrorize my neighbors.
But
That's what I
at 30
wouldn't do.
years old, 30 years old with 5 children, that's one of the parents I know for sure. Here she, that's the one of the houses that they went knocking looking for her. 30 years old with 5 children, and I'm pretty sure she, I'm just assuming she may be a single parent. That got to be hard. It has to be hard. But don't stand there and uphold wrongdoing. Don't
That's true.
and that's where I find, hey Charlotte, welcome, sis. That's where I hold these parents accountable. It's too many of them out here. Why would they even take to social media defending these children?
That's true.
I don't
So
get that.
that gives you some sort of insight as to how we have to live with these children and their parents. So there's many altercations in behind this with these children, and had it not been from that video being posted, a lot of this stuff would have never really been spoken
Right.
on, and so the management office is not, they're not playing.
Right.
They
So let me
stepped up
ask you this.
security.
Let
Yes.
me ask you this, just so we could clear the air, right?
Okay.
Now, when you spoke of the fire, the house fire,
Hmm.
so did that fire that fire that they said happened, was that that fire took place at one of the bullies' mother's house, correct?
It took place in that particular building in the young lady house. The young lady, that the mother that was jumped, her unit was there as well,
Okay, so the mother that got jumped, her unit was in that
in that
her place of
building.
living was in that building that the fire was. So did
Yes.
it cause her to get displaced?
She they relocated her behind me. They relocated her further away from them on the property.
Okay, so that's why she has such animosity towards these children and their parents, because she just did not go into details. All she said was, they started a fire and caused me to lose my place. That's what she said.
But that's not a known fact that they started that fire, because there has been fires in the building prior to this. She may have not even stayed in that building at that time. There are other families who have been displaced. It's just like the apartments are so close. If a fire takes place, I used to live that way too. If a fight was to take place in my unit, it would affect the unit next to me as well.
Okay, and those that's within the complex, within that complex, when this all went viral, right? How
Hmm.
did I see the interaction from the neighbors and the community. I see that, but those that's close within that proximity, within the camp, the building area, how did they react? I mean, what was some of the things you heard?
Oh, people was angry. One lady was like, lock the mothers up and throw the kids in the trash. You
I
know,
saw that
she too had been a victim. Um,
of these
she's
same kids.
yes, she's over 50 and she's been robbed by these children. So
Wow. And you mean to tell me these little hoodlums running around terrorizing people and nothing is being done?
a lot of people are afraid to speak out. Just like the young lady, I don't know, maybe she may have been afraid to go, to public housing. Yeah, people are actually afraid of these kids.
And that was going to be my next question to you, about, I think that I don't think she's afraid. And that's just my personal take. I don't think the mother was afraid more or less. What I'm thinking is her health issues. Her
That
health issues, that kind of deterred her from doing a lot of things that, one of us able-bodied people that got all our health and strength, that's one of the things that kind of, I feel, stopped her from doing what she had to do. And these kids are going to keep doing what they do. Nothing is going to stop them because their parents are enabling this shit.
that's true. When we were at the school, many of us spoke to different people there. It wasn't about someone trying to um get internet clout or anything like that. That's to give people more insight of what takes place here, because this is not a bad place to stay. It's not a bad place to live. Let me
Mm,
say that. It's absolutely not. But it's the situations like this and these children that makes a person not want to live here. Because my son moved away, and let me say this: at the school, someone shouted out, "What about the people?" They was looking out their windows. Well, on that particular side where she had gotten jumped near
uh-huh.
the store, most of those people work. and you're not going to see anybody to 5 after 5 because the traffic here is really bad. And then we have some older people stay on that side as well. So nobody just sat and watched this. The person that filmed it, he or she sat and watched it because they took the time out to record it. Why didn't you call 911 if you wasn't going to get involved? That's heartbreaking to me.
Right, and and I'm looking at questions in the chat, and one of the questions that came about was, if the housing authority is so strict, why haven't these families of the children of the corn haven't been kicked out?
Because nobody, when I it was a really big, this last time when they broke in my truck, it was a really big situation.
Are you there? I kind of lost you. I see you're still on the stage, but I don't know if you lost signal or something. We're gonna wait till she come back, guys. It might be her audio. Check to see if you're muted, boo, because I do still see you on the stage. Let's see what we got. Yeah, you're still here. So she's gonna fix her audio, guys. But my thing is, from what she said thus far, right? I can't see personally, not for me. Not for me. Because if all of this is going on where you live, and these children are constantly doing this. If these children are constantly doing this, breaking into vehicles, causing house fires, terrorizing the people. And now I understand why so many of these mothers are being labeled as squatters. Because I'd be damned if I pay rent to a place where I'm not protected. Because it appears that the housing authority is not really doing what they're supposed to do. Because of the housing authority, and that's only my opinion, if the housing authority were on their job and doing what they were supposed to do, keeping their tenants safe, this would have never escalated this far. That mother would have felt safe. And from what social media is presenting in regards to that fire, what they're presenting in regards to that fire was started. That fire was started, right, in the grandmother's apartment, where one of the little bullies was living with this mother. And if I'm wrong, please somebody correct me. And that's what caused the eviction. And, even if it caused this young lady and her family to be relocated, she ended up being relocated, right? At no fault of her own. No fault of her own. And having to deal with the medical issues that she has and everything else that comes along with it. This was an extra. Lachelle, hey, my love, Carla Henry, welcome, baby. That was an extra strain on this lady that she did not deserve. So she has every right to be angry. She has every right to be tired. And I personally don't agree. And once again, if you all see it a different way, please share your thoughts and we're going to talk about it. I personally don't agree with she being bullied the way she was, her kids being bullied the way he had been bullied, right? Housing authority wasn't going to do shit, especially if that had been there and all of this other stuff went down and went ignored. That wasn't shit housing authority was going to do. So this mother did what she felt was right. This mother made a police report. She stated that. So the police didn't do anything. Nobody could make me believe that the housing authority would do anything different. Because if the housing authority really cared about their tenants, we wouldn't be having this viral moment. You guys don't mind, please do Mocha a favor and hit that like button. Show some love to the emojis on the right. And we're going to keep this thing going. So this lady has been through all of this. And then here come all the excuses. Mocha's not buying the excuses. Because that lady did not deserve none of this. And for them to relocate her, it's deeper and it's bigger than people are trying to make it. They didn't just relocate her for nothing, right? That lady did not ask to be famous at all. She didn't ask for handouts. She didn't ask to be in the spotlight. She was just trying, y'all, to walk her child home from school. And now they done moved her around. She's living in a new place, in a new environment, starting all over. Not because she failed. And we have to understand this. It's easy to label. It's easy to point fingers and to give blame. But we have to be truthful. This lady did not fail. The system failed her. Starting with the apartment complex. We got to keep it all the way real. Starting with where she lived. Then she takes it to the school. They failed her. Making a police report, again, she was failed. So what other options as a mother did she have other than walking him to school every day to make sure he was safe? She did what she felt was best. So now they relocate her. She started a GoFundMe to help her. This morning, the last I checked, I don't know who else has checked, but this morning, the last I checked, that GoFundMe was at 25,000 and something. You know, and I thank God for the people who gave. I thank God for their compassion. I thank God more so for the strangers that stepped up. But we're going to keep this all the way real. Why is it always strangers doing the job that the system should have done? This is the part that breaks my heart. GoFundMe has become our emergency system. These institutions, the schools, the cities, the districts, they all show up too damn late. But GoFundMe shows up on day one. I'm not going to ever bash that mother because she was a trying mama. She needed healing. She needed stability, security, and the people that donated. Thank you, Dr. J. The people that donated, they came through. But that shouldn't have been her only option. Her protection should not depend on a GoFundMe link. One thing I know, Chicago stood up for this woman. Parents protested. Neighbors spoke out. People pulled up outside of that school, and guess what? That's when the city started talking. Let's keep it all the way 100. That's when the city started talking. They had more police presence, more safe passage at the school. Now all of a sudden we're talking CPS intervention. She's getting housing support, but why? Why now? It's all because the community applied pressure. That system, the system that's designed for us, right? It never responds to pain. It responds to pressure. If that video had never gone viral, so you little nappy head boy or girl, whichever one of you little degenerates was, that video this, thank you. You're slower than slow, but thank you for recording this shit. Because had that video never gone viral, none of this would be happening for this lady who's so deserving of it all. And that's the problem. Our children should not need a viral moment to receive basic protection. The mindset of some of these people floors me. This lady didn't have to go through all that she went through. Sassy said, and that's the sad part, those children knew that no one could see it, and they were so used to doing it and getting away with it. They had nobody to stop them, and they were comfortable with it. And I'll be damned. The mama's scared of their own children. They don't do nothing about it. These children have terrorized the community of old people, ageable people, people old enough to be these children, mothers and aunties and grandmothers. These children have put fear, you let a child put fear in you. So now you're afraid of the children, so you ain't saying nothing. These children have terrorized the school says nothing. So you mean to tell me all these grown ass people in the mix, and y'all have allowed children to run that area of Detroit? I mean, Chicago. 8, 9, 10, 11-year-olds ran Chicago. Ms. B, welcome, my love. This makes no sense. So it was a little boy that did the filming. Well, thank you, little picky head. Thank you. for recording this shit. Sean said that doesn't sound like an even okay place to live. In my opinion, break-ins, fires, bullying, that's a hard no for me. Exactly. Because that's too much. That's too much for me. How can you go to sleep at night knowing that you're safe while you sleep? Because you see, sleep is supposed to be one of the most peaceful things. So why are we going there? We shouldn't have to go there. Antoinette, I love that question. Antoinette said, so let me get this right. These young thugs could just be taking advantage of people. That's the way it seems, sis. Some of their hooligans. That's just the way it seems, and I don't give a damn what type of excuses are made for them. These children are who they are. Mary Kay says social media gets the truth out. Point blank. That mother that was harmed with her kids have every single right to take this to the next level. Oh, of course, we're going to get into it, baby. Tonight, we're talking about it all. But guys, if you don't mind, please hit that like button. I understand, right? I understand the severity of the medical issues that this mother had. People are criticizing her from the top of her head to the sole of her feet. That shows your immaturity. That shows your immaturity. She didn't create the disease that she had. She can't control her looks. She can't control how she feels. But one thing you should give her credit for that she did control. She controlled her child. She controlled how to be a mother. Something most of you can't say. Rashina said, Mocha, they just collected money from the government for that complex. They don't care. And it's showing. It is truly showing. Kristen said, it sounds like another Cabrini Green. They closed those down, tore them down and rebuilt. Oh, Capretti Green. The housing was awful. Ann says, they should put these children in some type of strict boot camp to teach them discipline since they're not learning it from homes. They're acting like they've done nothing wrong. And let me tell you something. When they lock these parents, Levesque, welcome, my love. When they lock these children up, lock the parents up too. That poor mother laid in that hospital bed, y'all. And I don't know if you all heard or you all paid attention. But what she did say was this. She said that the little boy, the lead bully, the little boy, was at school bullying her son. And she said her son came home and told her that the little boy showed him that he had a pow pow in his book bag. At that age. At that age. Okay, so that child got that weapon from somewhere. And the parents knows all about it. This is what they're raising. This is the type of behavior that these raggedy heifers is instilling in their children. And that's supposed to be acceptable. The apple never falls far from the tree. You know, and I could see it. I could see as an adult. I could see as an adult you straying away from your family values, what you were taught. But can't nobody, I don't give a damn who you are. Can't nobody make Mocha believe, understand, or even accept right about now that when these children are away from their parents, they do what they want. Ain't no such thing, not at that age. Because if they were taught right, if they were raised right, the fear of doing wrong would always be in their little minds. But they weren't raised right. So they know nothing about fear. Nothing. It starts at home. It starts at home. Exactly, Mary Kay. So many other parents have complained to this school. Anika said the system failed to remove children that left a girl. Let me highlight this. She said the system failed to remove children that left a community terrified. I get it. I get it. But let Mocha say this. Children, my girl D, hey boo, welcome, happy Friday, mama. Let me tell you this. I'll be goddamn. As an adult, I would ever fix my lips to say that I was terrified by children. Because then we would have to rectify some things. These children would get their ass whipped by me, of course. As an adult, sometimes you have to step outside of your comfort zone. And if that's what it takes, that's what it would have took. And then I would have been waiting on a mama. And we'd have figured it out. Whether you want to talk about it like a grown adult, or it has to resort in a different direction. But ma'am, what you're not going to do is have me as a grown woman in this good grown ass age being fearful of your little monster. That would never, And then it would have been that point. It would have been at that moment the system really would have stepped in. They would have stepped in. Because some of those little children would have came up missing. Or me. Because there's no way. No way. Dr. J said she was trying to protect her child. I think she needs to get the heck out of Chi-Town. Quick, fast, and in a hurry. Just leave. Just leave. But these parents, this is the part that get me hotter than fish grease out here. These grown ass parents, they get their asses online yelling, screaming, ranting, but not to apologize, not to show no type of remorse, not to say we're doing what we can to correct this behavior. Instead, they're online defending this chaos. My child innocent. That lady lying. Kids fight every day. Children gonna be children. Bitch, shut up. Because let me tell y'all. Hey, Linda, welcome, my love. Happy Friday, boo. See that any adult that defend this type of behavior, they're the same adults who was raised in this type of behavior. And that's factual. These little monsters, these little demon seeds, they didn't create that attitude out of thin air. They learned it. They absorbed it. They inherited that shit. And in my opinion, a parent who refuses to admit their child is wrong is a parent who has never been held accountable for a damn thing. And that is where the violence grows. Children imitate they imitate the emotional maturity of the adults that's raising them. And that's a fact. So when I sit here and I look at these adults online acting defensive, chaotic, talking all crazy, I say, ooh. That's what I said. I say, ooh. It's the environment. It's the environment. These children didn't fail those ragged ass parents. Them hoes failed them children. So to this young mother that was out there trying, and also to the mothers that's watching tonight, I just want y'all to know that this mother did everything right. And I hope she don't let nobody ever tell her nothing different. She fought for her child. She spoke up time and time again, and it went on deaf ears. She reported the bully. She followed the rules and she trusted the system, but yet the system failed her. Linda, thank you, baby, for that super sticker, my love. But this young mother still have the right to demand written documentation. She still have the right to see bullying reports and requests from that housing authority safety plans. Requested from the school safety plans. What did y'all have, in place? This mother still have a right to file formal charges. And she has that right to demand counseling services. This lady is not crazy. She's not overreacting. She was a mother protecting her child. And if the school won't protect them on paper, they damn sure won't protect them in person. So she did what the hell she had to do. And for them raggedy hoes that's out here defending their children, accountability. See, that's where you slow holes miss the whole picture. Accountability does not mean that you hate your child. Let's get that out of the way. Accountability means that you refuse, REFUSE. You refuse to let your child turn into a monster. That's accountability. If you defend everything your child does, you're raising them for juvenile court. You're raising them for the prison system, the morgue, And whether you want to admit this shit, yes or no, you're raising them for a future that they will never survive in, because everybody ain't gonna put up with that shit. And you ratchet, ghetto, immature ass women, every time you say my child didn't mean it, you're teaching them that consequences don't apply to them. You're sitting your ass here thinking that protecting them is a good thing. But actually, what you're doing is you're preparing them little thugs to meet a judge, and it's coming real soon. And you know the excuses that you're making? I want you to know the judge don't give a damn about the excuses you're making. The judge don't give a damn. And to the school, because that school failed this family long before that video got recorded. A school's job is to create a safe environment. That mama reported 2 years of bullying and harassment at the school, and I don't give a shit what nobody says. That's where she was supposed to report it, because she left her child in the care of that school system. Tanya, welcome, boo. Happy Friday, ma. She left her child in the care of that school for so many hours of the day. And she reported the bullying for 2 years, and nothing was done. 2 years of opportunities to do the right thing, and they didn't do shit. They ignored it. They downplayed it. They minimized that shit until the violence exploded into the streets. And for that school, you could truly be held with negligence. You can't claim that we don't tolerate bullying in one damn breath, and then you have to watch your mother's blood get shed on the sidewalk before you activate protection. Reaction ain't no damn protection. Prevention is protection, and you fail to prevent. Everybody wants to know. Everybody wants to know, why were these kids so violent? But nobody wants to talk about what shaped them into becoming violent. Let's talk about it, because this is sick on so many levels. See, when these children sit in these broken ass homes and watch adults fight constantly, mama cursing daddy out, or whatever random man, he calling out all kind of B's and H's out of her name. Kids become what they see. Chaos in the house creates chaos in the child. See, when nobody teaches empathy, that child is going to eventually grow numb. So that's emotional neglect. A child with no consequences becomes a teenager with no control. Why? Because there's no discipline in the home. The moment a parent excuses violence, that means you're co-signing his bullshit and defending that behavior. And kids, they absorb the emotional instability of the adults around them, because these adults are emotionally immature. These kids are carrying pain that they didn't create. And that's generational trauma. Kids are now performing violence for likes. Imagine that. Most of these homes have lack of male influence. Boys without guidance. Confused. They grow up to confuse dominance with manhood. But at that age, that shouldn't even have been a topic on the table. And these children, they're being failed by those raggedy ass mamas. Right? They can't express their pain to her. So what they do, they express aggression. A violent child is not the start of a story. The child is the result of that story. The environment is the root of that story. These children are carrying the brokenness, the anger, the trauma, and the dysfunction that they goddamn mamas created. And when I look at this story, I look at so many things. Generational failure. I also see a mother who did her best. I see her son, a child who suffered in silence because he didn't get the help he deserved. Then there's this school that ignored every sign there was. These parents defending unacceptable behavior, and a community. I applaud that community that's doing what the system should have done. This generation of children, they're being raised in chaos. But then those that makes excuses for them expect them to grow in peace. That will never work. That will never damn work. Never. Let me grab some of these comments, because we could go on and on and on. This is a lot. This is heartbreaking. And nobody, that mother, damn sure didn't deserve what she had to deal with. No way. Kristen said, who wants to be on the damn news being beat up by a bunch of bullies? Spoiled, entitled brats. They ain't spoiled. They were raised that way. And then for that mama to get on social media with that little girl, I could have reached my hand through that television screen. When that little girl sat there and said, and it wasn't sincere, nor was it genuine, right? That little girl sat there and said, I'm better than them. I should have never did this. I was pressured into doing it. I have more than them. Now, what kind of mama instills that in a child? Because, little heifer, if you were better than any of them, there's no way you would have been in that situation doing everything that they did. No way. So for the mama that's feeding her this shit, ma'am, stop. Just stop. Laria said she deserves every penny. God works in mysterious ways. She and her children may have been hurt for a moment, but joy, oh Lord, unspeakable joy comes in the morning. I know that's right. Little girl bragging about being homecoming queen, cheerleader. Ma'am, every extracurricular activity that your daughter is in, you may not want to pull out. You may want to boost her ego. But if the system do what the system's supposed to do, your little girl, that little demon seed, that little wench, she wouldn't have access to nothing. Absolutely nothing. My girl says they swept her and her family under the rug instead of dealing with the problem. Parents and children should be held accountable. If she had hurt one of those, yes, she would never get out of jail. And that's the part that they don't want to flip the switch on this one. They don't want to reverse the roles on this one, right? What if this mama, tired, hadn't had enough of this shit? What if she would have hurt one of them little monsters? What if? Sickle cell and all, she would have been locked the hell up. So we ain't gonna sit up here and pick and choose who we want to give right to. Damn it, right is right and wrong is wrong. And those little untrained, unkept, wannabe thugs were all the way wrong. I don't knock a mother for trying. I don't give a damn if that one mother had 30 damn children. You chose to lay there and have 30. So, bitch, you should have enough energy, enough goop, enough everything to show compassion to all 30 and teach them the right damn way. Now, if being a mother is overwhelming, keep your damn legs closed and stop reproducing. Because in this day and age, ain't no damn way. No mother should have to be afraid of her children. Y'all running y'all ass around here afraid of damn children, something you brought into this world. But then you want to get on social media beating your gums. Don't beat your gum to strangers, you scary bitch. Don't beat your gum to strangers. Beat your gum while you're beating your children's ass. And prove that you could be a mother. Because you ain't a mother. None of y'all. This shit ain't funny. And that, right, Rashina? That's what hurts me more than anything. That lady should have never endured what she endured to get the help that she needed. Kristen said, what does someone need to hurt? What does someone need to be hurt? And voices being loaded for the authorities to do that job? That's what it seems like these days. That's what it seems like these days. You got the mama sitting up here approving this shit. You got aunties out here bucking. That's my niece, and I'm ready to go toe to toe. Bitch, you another one. Sit your ass down. Y'all ain't ran into the right ones yet. So this shit is just confined in that little village where y'all at. Leave it there. Sean says, I know y'all lying about the, oh, I know, I see what you're saying. They don't want to hit the like button, girl. They don't want to hit the like button. Oh, Lord, D said, Auntie seen kids under her bed. So I had to save the kids. Girl, you so silly. Tell auntie hello, hello. Kristen said the mother in the end of that damn nappy head bully with her fake apology. She wanted that viral moment and she wanted it to be money in her pocket. Not today, ma'am. But look, right now they're running scared. Don't run scared now. See, the community not playing with them. The community has been on a hunt. The community. Since nobody else want to do nothing with these goddamn parents and their children, the community is out there looking for them. Y'all come on social media with all of this shit. But after y'all done popped all y'all shit on social media, now y'all running scared. Y'all done deactivated all y'all damn accounts because the knocks on the doors have become real. So where is all of that energy now? Where is that energy? It proves that y'all ain't shit. Anika said, I'm going to say this. There are many children that were raised here that have gone on to college. My son attended Miles College. Anika, and I don't want you to misunderstand us, my love. We are not labeling the people that come from there. I would never do that. On God, I would never do that. We're calling out the problem that we see. I would never disrespect anyone from where they come from. Never will I do that. But one thing I will say, Anika, is this. The housing authority over there ain't shit. And I'm going to stand on that. Because they could have done so much better. I shouldn't have to go knock on their door to fill out paperwork for terrorism going on in their complex. Because they should be doing their job better. Because just like the tenants are able to see what these children are doing, there should be maintenance workers. There should be somebody on the property at all times. Somebody seeing something. Ann says the fake crier probably wouldn't fight someone her own age, her same size. Cowards usually don't fight their own. They mess with someone they know they could bully. And they bullied this lady because of her handicap. That's it and that's all. But I tell you what, somebody was coming with me. I wasn't going down by myself. I was not. Dr. JD says, those children know that no one cares about them. So that's it and that's all. Hurt people hurt people. And it's sad. Levesque says there is a need to continue this conversation on social media, PTA meetings, anywhere. So this won't happen again. It's going to take the village. Levesque, definitely. Definitely. And instead of bashing that mother, why don't they come together and find a solution? Because it's that mother today. And if these little monsters, these little demon seeds, these little degenerates, if they go untouched, it's going to be somebody else tomorrow. Shit. Those children needs to pay for what they done. And said the heathen baby dysfunctions. That just girl, baby children ain't got nothing on these. But yet your child, you could teach your child to bring a firearm to school. What kind of mother does that? Mary Kay says, I hope she also lawyers up. Sue each and every parent and take all, they ain't got shit. I can promise you that they ain't got shit. Mm-mm. But she have to make an example with the school. Take them out first because she reported it to them. These children just don't give a damn because they ain't showed no love at home. And Anika, I respect that. The problem, Anika said, people over here, they do work, go to school, pay bills like everybody else. And I respect that. The problem is they didn't let it go too far. That's what happened, Anika. They let it go too far, boo. But by no means, are we singling anybody out. And that's what Mocha don't do shit like that. But I will call out the problem. Dr. JD said, free whoopings. You understand? I'd have been tired. All my shoulder would have been readjusted. Because, oh no, we're not doing this. Anne said that ignorant broad kept saying, remember, they are children. Well, the children should be children and stay in a child's place, damn it. And that part, Anne, don't come out here screaming and hollering they're children and they're doing grown folk shit. Make up your mind. Sassy says, me, my siblings and friends didn't do anything hateful like that at that age. That's uncalled for. No normal child would do shit like that. Not when you're raised right. My heart goes out to that lady. Antoinette crazy as hell. I followed one of these hard-headed heathens to his house this summer, to his mammy. She gave him that work for being disrespectful to me. And that was a parent that cared. That was a parent that cared. Tony says, that lady is smaller than that little girl. And she was, Tony. She was. That lady did everything she could to protect her children. I'm not mad at her for that. But yet, that mama want to force that little girl in an apology. No, we ain't doing that. Because you hoes have to be responsible for those demon seeds that y'all got running around there. That's horrible. And I wish that young lady the best of everything, right? Because she's going to come out victorious, whether these hoes like it or not, rather the system like it or not. Because y'all failure to protect her and her children, y'all failure to raise your children, she's going to be the one to make an example out of all y'all. Carla Henry saying that's the problem. The mama's bringing Tom, Dick, and Harry in the house. Them kids do what they want. Fathers don't pay them no mind, so forth and so on. Exactly. That part. Dr. J, I'm with you, sis. Them children are violent because, hey, they ain't being raised right. And the sad part about it, they think this shit is cute and funny. But it ain't going to be cute and funny when they're locked away somewhere. So as parents, y'all don't give a damn about y'all own children. And y'all faulting everybody else. We're not going to do that. These children raising their damn selves. And while they're raising themselves, guess what? They're raising themselves and making y'all stupid ass parents be afraid of them. I wish the hell that would ever happen in my life. Tanya said, Mocha, I've been on this since early this morning. I was overwhelmed with this case. I just couldn't take it anymore. The inside deal is terrible. They definitely going to get justice. Oh, they will. I believe that with everything that's in me. And that little too big girl for her age, the one that came out with the fake apology, the ringleader, she was the one that threw the first punch, but she got so much. She better than the rest of them. Little girl, sit your ass down and take your mama with you, and y'all have several seats. Several damn seats. But you better than everybody. You better than everybody. But you know, I believe you was forced to say it because you did what you did. You started this whole chain reaction. So to do what you did, in my opinion, you less than everybody. You ain't got shit. Sean says one of the bully boys' mother was arrested 2 nights before this happened. Said to be never home. Oh Lord, neglectful. And that's the problem with most of them. They're raising themselves. Your mama done got locked up and your ass out there fighting. Tony said all those kids that were following the bully should be taken to the principal's office and questioned and suspended from the school. That lady children are school's property until they reach home. That would be the end of their school days, you ask me. To do shit like that, they shouldn't be on nobody's campus for a long time. A long time. We're going to handle it. Let's handle it the right way. That part, Sassy. Those little children didn't know if that lady was pregnant or not. They didn't give a damn. They did not give a damn. Ann says they say one of the mothers live in a squatter house, popping pills, drinking, getting high all day. This is why she can't discipline her child. I heard that too, Ann. That's why these children are out here like that. Dr. JD says, we will read about how these soon-to-be teens turn on their own mama like mad dogs. That's what's going to happen. Rashina said, exactly. All district schools pull you out of everything when you're doing the unthinkable, and they need to. She shouldn't be a part of shit. Hey, Miss Jackie, welcome, baby. Miss Jackie said, Mocha, if they're little monsters now, what will they be like when they're older? It's scary. The mama's writing their future for them right now. Right now. And the sad part, Jack, the route they're going, will they make it to adulthood? as a mother, you sending your child out there. How the hell could you be proud of that type of behavior? And I hate that mother and her child had to pay such a price for this, to get this type of exposure. I hate that for her. But I'm like y'all in this chat, God sits high and he looks low. That lady will get all the justice she deserved plus some. This is going to make her better than before, at the expense of a bunch of dummies who didn't want to do their damn job and ignored every cry. Every one of her cries were ignored. Thank y'all for ignoring her. Now y'all going to have to pay for it. Hey, the Bryson family, welcome, my love. That school ain't shit. The authorities ain't shit because that lady reported all of that. Guys, make sure you hit that like button for your girl. And while you hitting that like button, make sure you're tapping those emojis on the right. Show your girl some love. Keep those emojis hot. Linda, they stalked her and her babies that day. That lady said she walked on the other side of the street. They followed her on the other side of the street. What? Man, y'all wouldn't brag to say y'all followed nobody else. Oh, yes, Anika, I'm with you there. That should be a law. That should be a law. Where the parents should be locked up for what their children doing. That should be a law. Levesque says, Mocha, the discipline starts when they're young. You can't wait to start discipline when they're 10 to 14 years of age. It's too late. Now they're going to start whipping you. Hell to the no, that part. And that's the fear of those children and putting those parents. You can't tell me nothing. You can't tell me nothing. That's crazy. They could talk about it all they want, but if you don't put that shit into action, ain't shit gonna happen. Beautiful Soul said, it's sad that some parents can go to the jailhouse and sit with that man for hours, but won't go to a PTA meeting. Beautiful Soul, that's it right there. They'd rather go visit a no good ass man in jail. Put money on his books. Make sure he eating right and living right in jail. While these children are out here stealing their next meal, robbing people, terrorizing people. These hoes got life all messed up. Tanya said, Mocha, in due time, this lady will be fine. She's standing on business. She has the right people that has her back. She's well covered, and thank God for that. Oh, Anika, I'm sorry. Anika said, my baby crying. He heard you say, go sit your ass down. Tell him I'm so sorry. I wasn't talking to him. Rashina said, that is true. The boy's mother was arrested for violating a restraining order. She also attacked someone and was let go when hours after her arrest. Chicago police don't give a fuck. And they don't. This is unreal. That part, Dr. JD. No prayers at home, none in the school. This is what they wanted. This they designed this. They designed this for our children. And the parents are too slow to see this. And it's not that they're slow. They're so focused on themselves and how they look. They're focused on the next $2 weave, the next 99 cents pack of press-ons. They're focused on the next Dollar Tree perfume and the next thug that they could walk into the corner store and look at them. That's what they're worrying about. But they ain't paying no attention to those children. The Bryson family says, and them ladies making excuses for that 8th grader, and she was fake crying, no tears, not a damn tear. The Bryson family, not one. Sean said they'll be convicted felons if not ground plot owners. That part is, look, the destination for these children is one of two places. Either they're going to be behind somebody's bars, or they're going to be kicking up dirt, daisies. There's going to be a plot with their name on it. It's going to be a plot. Right, Linda? God got her. God got this young lady. And says my mama would beat us until her arms got tired. Those beatings felt like forever with that belt to skin. Hard time sitting there, but and I bet you it made you a better person. I bet you it made you a better person. Bryson family said when I was younger, my late mom would have knocked me back in the day. Back into the day I was born if I raised my hand to an adult. I'm glad I had rules. It made me really appreciate what I have. That part. That part. Life ain't fair. But those are the choices you made when you chose to have them many damn children and not attend to them all. Y'all don't want to be these children's parents. Y'all want to be these children's friends. Y'all want to live with the little children out here playing with children, and y'all want to live with children, your children playing with. Bitch, get a life. Go raise your children. And if you don't know how, go find your mama and ask her where she messed up with you, because you're doing a piss poor job when it comes to yours. That shit is passed down. You didn't learn shit, and now you're bringing that to your children. This makes no sense to me. I'm so proud of that community. I am so proud of that community. That community did what those in power couldn't do. And for that alone, that family will be fine. For that alone, that family will be fine. Thank God. Hey, Kamara, welcome. Thank God for that community. And we're going to continue to lift that lady, that young mother. We're going to lift her in prayer, her and her children, that God continues guiding her, keeping them safe, keep wherever they may be. And I'm glad that the city chose to not disclose where they are. I'm glad. Because we may not want to see, but there was truly a reason why they relocated that family. They saw the problem. They saw the severity of this situation. They did. They did. And when you stand on business, there ain't a damn thing that those fighting against it could do. The community rallied. And if more communities step forward when they see shit wrong before it gets too far out of hand, we won't be making the headlines. We won't. I thank God for these men, because it wasn't just women on the forefront, in the front line. There were a lot of men out there as well. And I'm proud of that. I'm proud of that, because it's rarely that you see men come forth. But it's time for men to start taking their rightful places. Y'all make all of these babies out here stand your ass up and be accountable for putting all these seeds out into the world and turning your backs and ain't doing shit with them. Something is wrong. Some of these children, with the mentality and the mindset that they have, they won't make it to their teenage years. It's already written. It's already written. So if we're going to save these children, it starts in the home. These men can't just be making babies everywhere and leaving them to fend for themselves, having to depend on no good ass mothers who's looking for the next man, the next high. Since when that became a flex? You call yourself a mother, but you want to sit up there smoking weed, drinking and partying and doing everything you think you big and bad enough to do in front of your underage children. You bitches need to sit down, because this has never been acceptable. Never. Never. And I'm pretty sure that there's so much more that we're going to learn from this. So much more that we're going to learn from this. Like Dr. JD said, this life is not going to be easy. But God said he would never leave or forsake us. Just trust in him. Serve him and speak over yourself. And most importantly, speak over your children. And you will never go wrong. Never. The Bryson family said, yep, our kids is the future. But them kids and them ladies that's making excuses, justifying their behavior, not holding them accountable for their actions, they've already lost. They already lost. Antoinette said if something else would have happened, heads would have rolled. Antoinette, I promise you on God. For real. Anika said, I'm embarrassed for them and ashamed of the whole situation. And I don't know him personally, but I'm sick to my stomach with the attack on the young lady. It's enough to make all of us sick. It's enough to make us all sick. We just have to keep her in prayer. That's it. That's all. And Tanya, right. There's so much more coming. So much more. So much more. But guys, we came out here. We did what we had to do. And we're just going to keep our ears open, our eyes open, and see where this takes us. Something else is brewing. I know it is. And we're going to stay as in tune with this as we can. Until next time, I thank you all for taking time out of your busy schedules, popping up on me, and we're going to keep standing on business. We're going to keep exposing. We're going to keep giving a voice to those that can't be a voice for themselves. And on that note, just know that over here, we stand on business. It's always purpose over popularity. Always purpose over popularity. And on that note, guys, I wish you all a wonderful Friday evening. God bless each and every one of you all. Thank you all for loving on me, supporting the channel, showing up when I show up. To my replay crew, I love you all. Thank you all for catching that replay. Leave me a comment. Make sure you thumb up the video. Everyone be blessed and have a good night.
We stand tall, we rise as one. No lapels, the work ain't done. No. Motivated from the heart, never run. Truth and caring, everything we become. It's more than a vibe, it's a home, it's a call. Over here we catch each other when we fall. This is family. This is team full of truth and a chat full of cheer. Monkey in the seat, steady steering the ship. Every topic got depth, every comment got grip. We don't tear folks down, we just build them up. If you're moving off love, then you one of us. Know the pride in the room and the vibe so loud. Every bell in the check gon' rep that crowd. We stand tall, we rise as one. Know the bells, the work ain't done. Won't you lead 'em from the heart, never run. Truth and caring, everything we become. It's more than a vibe, it's a home, it's a call. Over here we catch each other when we fall. This is family. This is family. This is family. And we stand tall. Down in the NOLA where the soul don't break. Mocha built the lane where the real ones stay. Ain't no faking the funk, ain't no playing for clout. You bring that mess, we gon' sort that out. But this ain't about drama, it's about love. It's about healing, it's about trust. Every child, every voice, every name in the breeze. We gon' stand for the ones no one else gon' see. So we stand tall, we rise as one. Oh, no bellows, the work ain't done. Won't you lead 'em from the heart, never run. Truth and caring, everything we become. It's more than a vibe, it's a home, it's a call. Over here we catch each other when we fall. This is family. This is family. This is family. And we stand tall. One mic, one tribe, one mission in mind. We protect what's right and we hold that line. It's the chat where the truth and the love collide. Where the voices don't hide and the pain gets light. We see you, we feel you, we fight for the cause. Every kid, every tear, we break down walls. When you hear that bell, that's the call to act. We family now, and that's just facts. We stand tall, we rise as one. Know the bells, the work ain't done. Won't you lead 'em from the heart, never run. Truth and caring, everything we become. It's more than a vibe, it's a home, it's a call. Over here we catch each other when we fall.
Good night, everyone. God bless.